Okay, y'all, I put my paper in. I'm gonna go to, and I just put some random paper in there. What's crazy is I don't really have just plain old, I don't just have plain copy paper anymore. Go to maintenance. I'm gonna do print, nozzle head check, and it'll show you. Hopefully this process isn't too long, but oftentimes you have to really give your your ink a little while to decide to come through, which for me, it looks like it's not the case. Hold on. So really my printer is back ready to go. It's going to ask you this question. And if it wasn't done right, or if these lines were broken up or didn't show, you would actually have to clean it more, print it more, things of that nature. So because it worked out first time was the charm. And I think that may have more to do with my carts already having ink flown through them versus the machine, because, well, you know what? That might not be the case. I think the first time I had difficulty was because I didn't take my plugs out and put them in the right place when it came to my carts. So I guess in theory, it really could be that simple, because if you were just putting in regular ink from the start, I doubt that they would want you to just keep running it and keep printing nozzle heads and da-da-da-da-da. But this is where you would go. It's in, I'll show you again. Usually starts out like this, but in the very right, you go to settings, maintenance. This is how you hit a print head cleaning. If there's something going on with your color, typically start here at the print head cleaning. It's also good to know that you should not do more than 3 of them consecutively, because you will kind of wear your machine out. Not saying, I don't know. I guess it's one of those things that I've heard, and it makes sense. This is a big machine, so when it starts trucking and making all this noise, I can only imagine it being a lot of ruckus and a lot of, wear and tear. So I stick to 3 max. But if your stuff is printing out like this, clear, and you can tell it's clear even on this blue paper, then you're good to go. So I'm going to hook this. Well, I've already hooked it up to Wi-Fi. This is where you would do that at the top. I think I've already hooked it up to my device, my computer, by doing this way. This connects me to your system to enable wireless printing. So I'm really good to go. When you open your carts, and again, the main difference between the 7720 and the 7710 is the double cassettes. So far, I still manually come through and put in 1 piece of paper at a time, just because I hate to waste paper and I don't like paper jams. So as you can see, a paper jam is what caused my last machine to go. So I'm done with that. So hopefully I'll be able to catch up on some work that I have to do. That was fairly simple. Me personally, I use ColourPop ink. I've basically been hearing, okay, people say most inks are the same, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That, I can't really speak on that. I've only used ColourPop ink. And when it comes to paper, that's something I can tell you. So far, there is a difference. I've tested 3 papers at this point. And again, if you haven't seen those videos, they're on my page. But there is a difference. And again, if you are new to this channel, thank you for being here. And you really have to fill out your heat press for itself. You can get this machine going and working perfectly, but if your heat press is not giving you the proper, like if you don't know your proper pressure and heat settings, then it's not going to matter. You could have top of the line ink, but it depends on your heat press. Like that's where the magic comes. So I'm going to get to work, y'all. I may try to record some stuff going on. We have a mandatory mask situation here, so I'm trying to make up some blanks just to be more active, and I literally have been getting bombarded. So stay tuned, guys. I'm trying to get this content out for you. I also plan on this week opening my my scroll saw. So fingers crossed I can get work done. Life of an entrepreneur, you have orders coming in all times of night, and it's just hard to say no. All right, y'all, stay safe. Y'all, our machine is finally trying to print. It took a minute to register and figure itself out, but what you're witnessing is the first print. Hopefully it's successful and we can get this mask thing started right. I typically use high speed print, but just because it's fresh out the box, I want to take it slow, which I didn't give that courtesy to any of my other machines, but I want to take it slow just because I can't afford to have any issues, because I'm literally now at a place of dependence in relation to sublimation in my business. Sublimation is now a pillar of my business community. So here we are, taking it slow. Hopefully this is helping you guys set it up, make that purchase, like whatever. Hopefully. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I was doing that. I'm trying to set this up. But yeah, guys, kids kids typically do. Mine broke the original clip that came with my stand for me to be able to, you know, go hands-free. So I'm using a replacement, and it's kind of wonky. I don't want to be that person, but I could, if somebody wanted to know the information about that, I could share that information. But yeah, so I'm using a replacement. It's not terrible. It's just I have to take my phone out of the case and yada yada. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Well, it's looking like a good pre-pressed sublimation print right now. Again, I'm using popping paper, hoping to find a sweet spot with it right now, honestly, because I have some orders I would like to get taken care of. I've been sitting on masks, and then all of a sudden, sitting on pre-made masks rather, then all of a sudden it's mandatory. You can't go anywhere, you can't do anything. I even heard some people get stopped, like in Michael's, for like, hey ladies, you have to wear it the whole time, you know, that kind of thing. So it's one of those things, like, it's pretty much an essential business at this point. Like, it started to be that way, but even more so now because it's affecting the livelihoods of people. I don't know if you've been catching the news, but people have been displaying hissy fits, and I don't know, it's just been crazy. So hopefully this works and I don't have to waste too many to figure it out, but that's also a part of entrepreneurship. Sometimes it costs to get the sweet spot, and that's what people pay you for. Your time, your expertise, your ability to get it right, to fix it up in 5 minutes. Like, you spend 5 years getting the skills and obtaining the knowledge to be able to quickly do something. So you guys, make sure you're charging accordingly. Even if this costs you 50 cents to make, you as a business cannot sustain by not making a profit of some sort. But anyways, that's enough. Just waiting on this to print. So I'll get back with you guys when it's done, but it's looking good. Press is heating up, so we'll have some masks soon.